Hello guys, welcome once again to this channel. I don't know what's echoing. Sorry, I'm trying to find what's. I think I'm hearing myself back. Oh, wow. Okay. Hello guys, welcome once again to our channel. Today we're here to talk about the finale, finally, of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like, finally, after 31 episodes, we finally got to the finale, and I kind of did enjoy the finale, although I felt like there was so much unnecessary things that I did not need to see, aka Stormi's family. I was not interested in whatever drama they were trying to bring. Well, all in all, I did enjoy the finale. I don't know what you guys thought about the finale.
Well, I enjoyed it. As you said, it was some things that I really wasn't interested in. Kind of fast forwarded, listened to a little bit and fast forward, like, okay, same old, you know. And excuse me, also with the Scots, I'm just so tired of their love life. Like, goodness gracious. But other than
Oh,
that, I enjoyed it.
yeah. What about you, Cabs?
Did not enjoy it. Only scene I enjoyed was Mel and Martell's scene. Stormy's family scene was okay, but the rest I didn't. It was just so anticlimactic. It just sense how it wrapped everything up to me. Like, where's all the other stuff we didn't get to see? Yeah, but I'm sure we'll get to that.
Exactly. Firstly, I wanted to ask, what happened to the party? Like, I was surprised. I was thinking maybe they'll just chip it in there, like maybe afterthoughts. What happened? Was this crap? Is it going to be in season 7? Oh, because they told us then that that was the finale of the season when they were doing the party. They did say it was the finale. Some of the castmates were saying that this was the finale. So what exactly happened that we didn't get, or it didn't make the cuts? Because I don't understand.
Yep, you're so right. I remember Mel had posted, "It's a wrap." This was a good one. Yeah, at that pasture party, they were saying that that was it. So you're right. Why did they decide to? Was what the turn of events that happened with you know who? Did what she said or
Yeah.
did that cause this whole issue where they just say, okay, we just got to let all this stuff go, or are they going to tack it on to the next one? Yeah.
I'm lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to even boast here. I am lost in the sauce. Okay, what party? What
Oh,
party is really supposed to happen?
Stormy had a end of was it celebrating of her 50th anniversary, right?
Her
Right,
50th,
at her
her
pastor,
birthday,
right?
then plus the 5th anniversary of Canvas Beauty.
Right, right, right.
Okay.
So she was celebrating it. And when they were organizing the parties, it was a very big party. They invited people, they sold tickets to people to come at her house, at her pasture. So they were like, they advertised it that it was going to be the season finale. So a lot of people showed up
Mm.
in the sense that it was going to be the finale of this season. It was going to air as yesterday's episode. So
Oh,
surprisingly, we didn't get it, and yesterday was the last episode. We are
right.
getting the reunion and having to wait till season 7. So I don't know where that episode went to.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, okay, so this was a party that she had months ago, right?
In July,
Yes.
yes. After
Yeah,
the
okay.
Houston.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Because, see, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Another party I haven't heard. I wasn't invited, you know? So, okay. All right. I'm up to speed. Okay.
So I don't know. Well, probably it's going to be in season 7. Maybe the beginning chapter.
Wow.
Probably is gonna be there.
The saga goes on, huh?
The saga really goes on.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go on and talk about what happened in today's episode. Today's episode, after the whole Houston trip, I was little bit disappointed that they didn't really show us everything about the Houston trip. We didn't even know how it ended. Are they trying to make us like, okay, let's imagine it with our heads how it did end? Because they didn't really give us a concrete ending of, okay, how did relationships end? How did the therapist work? Did the therapist really got a breakthrough with the cast members, or did they leave the same way they came? Like, I thought that today's episode, at least, since they were already with the therapist, we are going to see how that therapy section would literally go. And we didn't get that. We just got a jump to after Christine. I don't understand how they did that jump, because for me, I felt it was unfair to me, because I really, really wanted to know the aftermath of whatsoever happened in Houston. I don't know. That's how I did feel.
Well, okay. Excuse me. First off, when they first started the scene, I did enjoy seeing them ride their little toys down the street. That was pretty cool. You know, I kind of understand, but don't understand why Courtney didn't want to be involved with this fish fry party. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of understand, but then I don't. He was supposed to be there. You know, because united we stand, divided we fall. You know, so and I kind of understand her mom's point of view because I have an elderly parent right now. And I do a lot. I swear I do a lot. You know what I'm saying? And but I wouldn't have it any other way. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of siblings. They do what they can when they can, which is cool. But I think I take the bulk. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay because my shoulders are broad. I can carry it. So I kind of understand the mom's point of view, and I understand her sister's point of view too. She's the last sibling working, and working isn't easy. That 9 to 5 ain't easy. That midnight shift ain't easy. You know, I don't work them all. So yeah, and multiple jobs at multiple times. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I get both sides, and right now I'm just looking at my mind's eye, saying, okay, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to tell me the ending. I already know. It is what it is. It's what you see.
Well, I did understand where Stormy's mom was coming from. I also did understand where the sister was coming from. The only person I did not understand in this whole situation with this thing was her husband, why he didn't want to be there. Because I believe this is your wife's family, and she says this is bothering her, and she needs someone to be there with her. And he's like, no, I don't want to be there. Like, it's giving me sauce, because I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that he didn't want to be there. Why doesn't he want to be there? Isn't that your wife?
Yeah.
Isn't that your wife's family, your wife's mother per se, and her sister? I don't understand. Courtney, the way sometimes he moves, it be confusing me.
Well, in his
because
defense, the way that that family
yeah.
behaves, do you think that he should be in the midst of that? I mean, it's not his family. So, they're yelling and going back and forth. I don't, in-laws, you have to be very careful dealing with them. That's
Yeah,
not his, that's her family. So what would happen if he does give his
sure.
2 cents and then they get offended? Then it may cause, problems amongst the two of them. So I can understand him not getting involved with that. That makes perfect sense to me. I guess, maybe my thought process is different when you're dealing with in-laws.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
for a person who's been dealing with in-laws for a while, I take shit personally. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm married into this family, you belong to me now. You can call me possessive or whatever. I belong to you. You know what I'm saying? Treat me good because I'm going to treat you good. You know what I'm saying? So if we having a problem, you know, let's say it's my husband's family. We're having a problem. Then I'm going to let him do all the talking, but I'm going to be there to back him. I'm that silent partner. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be there to back him, but I'm gonna let him do all the talking. That's all I'm saying for Courtney. He should at least showed up, just to be there. He didn't have to say anything, but hey, he's not my husband, so
And we got to see another cousin. And this one she said is close to her like a brother. How many close cousins does she have? Like Stormy, sometimes her storylines become be very confusing.
well, you know what? If you looked at all those uncles and aunts she had, and under the caption was mother's brother, mother's sister,
Oh
she
man, the
her.
family is big.
Yeah, I have a big family like that too. So I can understand you got a lot of cousins. Yeah. So I understood that, but I tripped off his name, Butter.
Yeah. But I love the fact that she at least was trying to like get a resolution for her family, and I think that at least they tried. But the sister is the way she was like when they were like, okay, let's come for a hug, and she's like, no, 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 I'm not. I'm like, it's just a hug. Nobody's asking you to do anything special. Nobody's asking you to do anything big. Just a simple hug. Like the way she acted when it came to the hug, I was like, it wasn't necessary at all. Or it could be for the drama. Who knows?
Right. That's what I was thinking. I was like, is this family dynamics? Are they trying to make this a replacement for the Wanda family that didn't happen? Because remember that scene when they were doing Wanda's food truck tasting and
Right.
that
Yeah.
whole family was there and then we never saw those people again? But didn't that kind of feel back then that they were trying to get them a show? Did you guys get that impression?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
Yeah.
wondering
I
about
did.
this group. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I said I did feel that they wanted to give them a show. The way the whole family just came into the picture from nowhere.
Right. Now with this one, is this one trying to get one as well? It's like we didn't need this.
Yeah. I kind of.
I'm not gonna lie. I when I was watching it, I think I watched it 2 times. When I was watching it when it was airing, I literally did not know anything that happened. I literally was just keeping through this part. It was later on I went back again to watch it. I was like, okay, let me know exactly what was said in this family's meeting. Because for me, from the last week's preview, when they showed us the preview, I was already like, why do I want to see Stormy's family? I'm not a fan of Stormy's family. I'm not a fan of Miss Betty. I don't want to. I don't want to know what's going on there. Because for me, sometimes it's giving me over exaggerated, over dramatized. Like it's just too much for me. Like I know, yes, family has issues. We all have issues in our families. But mm, this one, I don't know. I don't want to judge. I don't want to say it's doing fake, but I just don't believe. I don't believe the storyline. I don't.
And there were more people this time around. Remember when it was just the two sisters? Now you've got aunts and
Yeah.
uncles and all these people having them stand there, parading them around. It's like, are
I'm
these people auditioning for something?
What are you saying? Are you trying to say they're extras and they're getting paid? Oh God.
oh my god. Um, some of them just wanted to be because, like this lady now on this long gown, what was her use? She didn't say anything. She didn't do
Right.
anything. She just wanted to be shown in the camera. And this other lady on white trousers, like absolutely. The only person I thought that actually imputed something was the uncle. I don't know. I didn't catch his name. The uncle. Then this her
Tyrone.
cousin. This
I
her
think
new
Tyrone.
yes.
I think she said all
This
the
her
names with
new
Tyrone.
this her new cousin, then this other guy with the camel trousers. I think they were the only ones that even just said like one or two words. The rest were just trying to bring the cameras, like, yeah, let the cameras catch me, let the cameras catch me. I was like, wow. Wow. I was like, nah, this is giving so much. This is giving. We're trying to just play it for the cameras. And the one thing I hate about reality TV is when I'm watching a reality TV show. When you see the reality TV show, and I'm feeling like what you're giving me is just like you're trying to sell something that is not there for me. I literally would check out. I would.
Did they ever
And
fry the fish? I don't know. Did we ever see the
I
fish?
don't know. I know the rain started falling, and they said we're going to a center or something. They never really
Yes,
did
the
show
Life
whether they.
Center. And I didn't understand, what is the Life Center?
I don't even know. I don't know whether they later did fry the fish. We never got to find out. We never got to find out. But I hope they heal. I hope they heal from if this issue is really true, I hope they heal. At least this is a step to making amends on whatever broken thing that has been going on in the family. At least. I hope they heal from it. Anyway, let's move on to this point of the season. Then, you know what? Watching this scene, I was shaking my head. This was the only scene in today's episode that I really put in my like all my focus, all everything was in this particular moment because I kept on saying this guy is a delusional guy, a narcissist. I don't know what language I have to use for this guy. A gaslighting guy, a gaslighter. Because in one whole, just how many few seconds of this particular clips he was in, I shook my head because he tried to gaslight her in just how many minutes, tried to manipulate her. He was being delusional. When I saw him with the flowers, oh, I didn't get the flowers. When I saw him with the flowers, the first thing that came to my mind was, what the hell? Why would you be bringing? Okay, I understand you're trying to be peaceful, but how do you think the peace will come from? Because if we would do some calculation, this was the same time that the revenge P thing was going about, where it was exposed that he and his side chick was trying to allegedly release a revenge P on Melody. The fact that this was going on, it was going around, there was a tape being played, he was being exposed, and you think you would come at that moment and say, I have been waving my white flag. No, no, you were waving a red flag and deceiving yourself and trying to deceive the other person, trying to manipulate the other person to say that it's a white flag you're literally, waving. See him saying that. And the way he was like, I've been trying to, he was trying to make it feel as if it was Melody that was the problem, and he's just this good guy sitting down, and Melody is just this problematic lady that doesn't just want to Let go of the past. And the same sentence he said, oh, I never knew that it was going to get to this point. Like, really? You cheated on your wife for 5 years and you thought that it was going to go well for you. That's to show you how much of a narcissist this guy is. For you to think that you would cheat for that long and still think that nothing should have been wrong with your marriage should still be intact. This guy, I'm so glad that Melody's patience in this conversation. I need to study it because I don't think I myself will have that patience to sit down and listen and sit down in this conversation because I would have walked out. I would have walked out. Bring on the flowers, being like, oh, I know we are like, what was his agenda? I didn't get the memo because what was his agenda? What was his plan? What was his thinking? Because if he sat down in his house, he slept through the night, he thought about it, he walked down to the flower shop, he got himself a flower, said I was going to give it to an ex who you allegedly wanted to release a revenge peon, which was exposed, and you decided, oh, I'm going to bring her a flower. Like, how does this guy think? That was my question during the scene. How does Martell think? Because for me, I don't think I've ever come across this kind of person. I don't literally pray I come across this kind of person that thinks like this. You're literally hurting me. You're literally trying to make my life in pain. And you come outside and be like, yeah, you are the problem. I'm just being a nice guy. I really don't know how Mattel thinks. This scene was just to like Melody tried for me because I would not have sat down through this conversation.
This conversation really needed to happen. Like, I think about all the things that she went through, which is pretty kind of a lot of women go through it. I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? So this was a conversation that needed to happen. You know, um, I knew that he couldn't get her out of his mind. Okay, because she she was the brains, he was the bronze. You know what I'm saying? Everything she touches is gonna turn to gold. God only gives you that special somebody. And when you treat it bad, you jack it up, you run all over it, you step all over like a doormat, and then think a woman is supposed to sit there and smile and keep taking it. Once they stop taking it, you know, that's it. She was at her point where, hey, I'm gonna cut ties and go my way, and rebuild, and then this jokester, he want to keep doing his dirt. Yeah, now when he looks back at everything, it wasn't all that bad. Well, that's because you was the one who was having the hurt feelings. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this conversation needed to happen. And I'm so glad she shut him down to where he couldn't say a word. I was loving it, you know. And I loved it how he tried to twist it back on her, but she toppled it back on him, and let him know, have a good day, sir.
Yeah, and I like the way she didn't yell, she didn't raise her voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he just felt so small when she said about her sending the kids some food.
Yeah,
He's he seemed
Oh,
so embarrassed.
loved
that
it.
was embarrassing.
It was so
Mm.
embarrassing.
It's like, I
So
feed you too.
right. So what do you guys think? It's like DoorDash? You think she's like using DoorDash, Uber Eats?
Yeah, she might have even been carrying in groceries. Who knows? All of the above. She's not gonna let her kids starve if he can't feed them.
Oh my
And
God.
it's your time.
It's your time.
Yeah, shit. Take these
Exactly.
groceries and these kids are gone. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Say that again. Take
I
these
said, take
groceries.
these groceries and these kids and go on.
Oh
Like,
my.
do you need some pocket money? Y'all going to the movies or something here? You know, shit.
And then for
Yeah.
him to say that he didn't think that things are going to turn out this way. Like,
Oh,
what were you
he's
thinking was going
retarded.
to happen?
He's so retarded. That's what you call one dumb nigga.
OMG.
Well, what the hell? What did you think was gonna happen?
But do you remember that scene at the Fletcher's house when he says, "She satisfies me"?
Talking about who?
Yeah.
And we didn't
You're
know
talking
who the
about
she was. When she threw the glass at him, when
Damn.
Melly threw the
when
glass at him. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I know I was trying to remind her of the same.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
When they were when they came back together but still found out that he was still cheating on her with the other lady. They were at the Fletcher's house. Do you remember?
Living for my
I don't
girls.
think
No, I don't.
really.
There was a
Man.
scene when I guess they had gone over to the Fletchers a couple of seasons ago for counseling, and
Oh, in the front or the backyard when they
the
were
backyard,
drinking.
yes.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes.
I remember that.
And
Yes.
Martell said, "She satisfies me." And at the time, we didn't know who the she was. Now, fast forward, and we see this person that
Right.
he allegedly could not get enough of. And you
Right.
see this person, and you hear the way they speak, and it's just like, how could you have not gotten enough of this? And at the time, he was, very arrogant about it. She satisfies me. And as we said last week, when don't they didn't Mel tell a story about his back was out and he was crawling to try to get to phone and it was her
Mm-hmm.
call. Yes, during COVID, just and then we see who this person is. Like at the time, I don't know what you guys were imagining, but I don't think anybody imagined this person.
I
No.
literally was thinking this lady was gonna be more beautiful, more intelligent, like of high standards. That was who I was thinking this guy was with. And now knowing the lady, that was like a letdown. He doesn't have
Right.
good taste.
I was expecting somebody older, I don't know, just older, this mature, glamorous woman who,
Mhm.
no, did you say,
Like
huh?
Sheree.
What?
I said like Sheree.
Okay, yeah, something like that. I was, but then we see this person who's at the gym and she's talking. Hair is never done,
I'm
braces
telling
on her
you,
teeth.
she always looks so unkept.
Did you say unkept?
Yes, so unkept for someone that. Although what pisses me off is that she talks a lot about the show. She talks a lot about the melody, and you can't even try to get up to the standard of melody so that at least if you want to do comparison, you can even stand up to it. That's the problem.
Do
You
you think
can't even
maybe
stand
she
up.
You think maybe she
If,
makes him feel like youthful because she's kind of seems, like a I don't know. Do you think that
yeah,
maybe she makes him feel younger
yeah,
then?
really, really. If she was making him feel younger, right? Why has he been trying to get back in the good graces of melody?
Shit, because that's home.
Right, that part.
Because that's home. That nigga want to
If
come home. He want to come home.
he he wants to, if he has been
That
really,
is home. That's I'm
if
telling
he has
you,
been
that's
having
home.
great, if he has been having a great there, why would I want to live somewhere that is great for me? It's just like now I'm at home with my family, literally. I've been worked even today. I've worked so much in preparation for the new year. In here in Nigeria, we already have like it's just like 3 hours before the new year or 4 hours before the new year's. So I have throughout the whole day, I have been out working, and I'm telling you, I am so tired. I can't wait to go back to my normal. Now, you can't tell me that I would literally say, okay, yes, I want to be doing this every day than my normal. If I was enjoying this way I am, these holidays and my normal, I I would not want to go back. So there's no way he's enjoying where he is, he's comfortable where he is, or he's living the life that he has. Everybody always has the life they've envisioned for themselves. So if he was living the life that he thought that he was going to be living at this age that he is at, there's no way he would have wanted to come back to Melody. Did you see the way he denied Ray in the episode?
I'm
The
sorry.
way
You
he
broke up. You broke up.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I was saying that if he was in a good place, there's no way he would want to come back to um Melody at all. Nobody would tell me anything. I'm sure that in his life, he would have thought that at this age that he is at, he would have been in a particular place, a particular stage in life, or, you know, he would have been doing some things in life. But probably he's not where he thought he would be. And now you're looking at the mirror of yourself. You're looking at the life you once had. You're looking at, oh wow, this life I had when I was with this lady, it was perfect. I could get what I want to. I could drive whatever car I want to drive. I could get whatever house I wanted to get. I lived a more comfortable life, a life without thinking, a life without, thinking about my next paycheck and, whatever thing. Now he's seeing that thing passing him by. I'm like, no, I think I made the wrong choice. It's not that he regrets the whatever cheating he did. The only thing I feel Martell has is that he's looking at himself being like, wow, I did fuck up. If for one thing I should have worked hard enough not to get caught, not to be caught. That's me. That's how I feel. That he doesn't really regret the cheating. The only thing he regrets is that he lost that gold he had. He never thought that that gold would have left him. That's the truth. If I said it last week in our review that if somebody had told Martell that he was going to lose Melody in the process of cheating with Arion, I think he would have made a real step and not probably even at least he would try not to make her pregnant again for Knox. So the only reason why he wants to come back is because he's seeing that her life is glamorous, her life is good, she's living the best life away from him, that he thought that probably, okay, if saw them divorced, they will be living good the same life. He's not living the kind of life she's living.
Yeah, but when
You
she
know.
told him, hey, keep your shit in the house, you know what I'm saying? You guys remember that conversation that she had with him?
Was it during COVID?
Yeah. And he just, hey, act like, hey, he is about to go live his best life. And he decided to live his best life. He kind of reminds me of this. We had this, what was it? A child mix. And this sucker was huge. It looked like a child massive or something. Okay, this dog would jump the fence and be gone for weeks and would come back when it was hungry and thirsty. He kind of reminds me of that, you know? Go out and
Someone said on the
go
someone
ahead.
said in the comment section, Mattel misses his life, and now he has to watch it through his children's lifestyle. And
Oh my
that's
goodness.
that's brutal.
That part. That part.
Oh my god, that
Yeah.
I think that was because did you see that Christmas pictures?
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
Very beautiful. Like all of them were wearing red bottoms. Like, you know, they were looking so. elegant, like, imagine seeing that kind of picture and you're not in there. Ooh,
Or maybe she sent him a wallet size.
What you say?
I said maybe she sent him a wallet size. You know,
oh my god. He's just regretting that I'm seeing all these things happening and I can't be it. Because the way he literally denied Sheree in this episode was something else.
well,
When Melody was like, "Don't you
he
have?
denied both of them.
Aren't you dating Sheree?" This guy just said with a straight face, with a when he said that, I remember the first episode of The Real House of Atlanta where they were like, what they called himself? Oh, oh, that name. Oh my god. When he was trying to wear his trousers and she was like, in some monster, some my god, I can't remember the name. There was a name Sherry was calling him that we were always using to tease him during
Big
that time.
D energy.
Yeah. Yes. I remembered. What happened to the big D energy? What happened? Where did it go? Where did it disappear to? Because the way you
Oh,
just denied Sheree was like with a very straight face. If I didn't watch Real House of Atlanta, if I didn't know that he was on Real House of Atlanta pretending or playing Sheree's boyfriend, the way his face was so straight when she asked, "What of Sheree? Why are you bringing me a flower? That's disrespectful to who you're dating." And he was like, "Yeah, there's nothing between me and her." I was like, "Woo, this guy is he needs to be feared." And I'm going to
you know,
say
he's
that
the type
I
of
think
guy that just goes out and have meaningless relationships with everybody and anybody, you know. But like I said, his home is there. That's what he's feeling. That's what he's thinking. He's gonna always think that. She's gonna always have a problem with him because he doesn't take no for an answer. She could get remarried and have other kids. He's still gonna be in the background saying, "Hey, you remember when you used to love me? I'm still wearing that ring. I'm still wearing that ring." You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna let it go.
Yeah, she's
this
like, why
comment,
you have that ring on?
oh, that, and he was, did you see the way he tried to play reverse psychology on her?
Yes. He said, I bought that for you in
Guy,
2010.
that guy, I think Martell is the kind of guy, when they say someone, there's this, we had recently in Nigeria, we had the Real Housewives of Lagos, actually. And I watched the show, and I
Mm,
tell you, there's this guy on the show. This guy can lie. He lies with a straight face that even you will look at him and believe it. If the only reason that we knew that this guy was lying was that the producers when this guy was telling the lies with a very straight face, like you will never know he was lying. The producers were playing the lies. They were playing the truth.
wow.
That was how everybody was like, wow. That was like that's the same thing Martell is. Those people can lie. They could literally send people to jail and not give a shit about it. Like they won't care. They won't have an ounce of feelings because the way he just reversed it to her, like, "Oh, you're wearing the ring too. I'm wearing." Like she kept on repeating, "No, I'm not. I bought this ring last year." My guy was trying to like manipulate and play games on with her. Like, I don't know if it was working for him before, but I don't think he got the memo that it doesn't work any longer. I don't think he has gotten the memo.
Yeah, I don't think so either. He's not gonna get it, you
Because
know.
if he has, he would stop what he's doing. Someone said in the comment section, their mama is buying them red bottom, not H&M's. Oh my god. Oh Jesus Christ. Did Marcel even do a Christmas picture with his kids?
I don't know.
I don't think he did because I haven't seen any pictures.
Mm.
I didn't see any pictures. Someone in the comment section said, Matty wants our queen back so bad he don't know what to do with himself. Exactly. I also feel the same way. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He's losing. I'm not gonna lie. He's losing in life. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be insultive. I try not so much not to be very insultive and you know, but truly, I feel like he's losing in life. I think he has tried and tried, but it's not working for him.
Yeah, but that's what it looks like when a woman is fed up. It ain't nothing you can do about it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So this has ran its course. And I feel bad for him. He's an example of what not to do if you really love somebody. You don't play games with them. You don't go out and cheat on them. And then you don't drag their name. And then you don't try and disgrace them. You know, you got your daughters are looking at this. Your son is watching. Like, wow, what a way to destroy your whole family.
Yeah, I think I was watching someone's chat. There was someone was doing a YouTube chat about the show, and the person said something that literally Martell doesn't think that his children would one day get on social media because one day they'll get to that
Yes.
age. They
Mm-hmm.
will never forever remain the age they are. You can censor them now, however you want.
Yeah.
But at one stage, they will get to the age where they will be able to get social media. And now getting social media, they are seeing these things that you've done, allegedly trying to bring a revenge plea, literally calling out their mother, trying to tarnish their mom's name. All these things will be seen by your kids one day. And that's the problem that most people have. Men that the people that are like this, that they are very narcissistic in nature and delusional in nature. They don't think about tomorrow. They only think about right now. What is the thing I'm gonna get now, 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 today? They don't think about tomorrow because what is tomorrow? When tomorrow comes, we'll set it out tomorrow. But it's good to think about tomorrow because you don't know what tomorrow holds. These kids will go online and see this thing, and your child starts acting out. You'll be like, I don't understand why my child is acting out.
Right,
You
and it's
start
all
asking yourself,
documented.
yes, you start asking yourself, what happened? Where did I go wrong as a parent? What did I do wrong as a parent? And you don't know that it's your actions, the things you've done in the past that makes your child look at you and be like, I don't think I should have respect for you. I don't think you're worthy of my respect. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Because after all, that's their mother.
And
Yeah.
that will not change anytime.
Yeah.
And did you guys see in the preview for the reunion, did Mel
Oh my
say that the
God.
lady is there every day with the kids or something like is that what she
Yeah,
said?
Yeah.
yes, I noticed that. All those lives.
Yes.
Remember the live she did when she was, I think, during the times during Thanksgiving? The
Yeah.
live she did. She
Hmm.
said it there that the kids were there, right?
Yeah.
She said that the kids were there. Like she was making it obvious. And when she went shopping for the kids, she wants see her herself. I think she wants Melody to be accepting of her and her child. I think
Mm.
she also has the issue of wanting Melody to be accepting of her and her child. And I think she's also looking at the fact that, you see her children are literally, living the good life, wearing the best dress, wearing the best things, buying the best things, going to the best schools. Then Mattel has them for a week and um they are with your own child, and it's somehow, and I think I've said it like I think earlier this year, I was like, it will be somehow for them to come and meet the child, the other child. He will be looking like, wow, why are they having these best things and I cannot have them?
Hmm.
Because I know Melody will not go out of her way to get something for naught. She's not gonna do that. All she cares about is her own children. So to think that they will be together when they are with Martell, and there will be this difference, like you would know that these children are living a very different lifestyle from your own child. I think it's beginning to get to both of them's head, like, no, it can't be possible that these kids will be living a different lifestyle than my own kid. It could be very damning because I feel like, sometimes, and I feel like the problem was she was living the good life. Then when Martell was still married to Melody, he was buying her cars, buying her designers, and she thought that probably Melody and Martell was the brain of the marriage.
Right,
Martell
because
was the business guru.
right,
He
because I've
said,
heard her make a because I agree with you because I've heard her make a comment before saying we could have been much further along doing what? So as to
so
say they could have, I guess gotten their resources together. They could have done more things. Like what? But I guess now they do have that income property that she's showing, so I guess they are doing something.
that's the thing. When she was from the outside looking at, that's what they say, don't envy anybody. Don't look from the outside and think everything is going well. She was outside looking at Melody's life. Melody was going to the best events, getting invited to great events, looking dapper, wearing nice clothes, living in great houses. And you thought, oh, this must be Martell's doing. Just because he came, bought you a car, bought you a house, bought you this, bought you that, you were thinking that he was great. Now she has realized that, wow, I was mistaken. Probably I, sh- probably I should
Maybe,
have gone for Melody and not Martell.
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Maybe she should have started talking to Melody and left Martell alone. Shit.
Probably she should have gone for Melody and not Martell, because I believe if she had gone for Melody and not Martell, she would have been living probably a great life. And now you're going
Well, you
through a
know,
lot of things. You're
God gives
realizing
you
that
God gives you what you deserve.
the perfect life that I thought that I have, I cannot have it. So whose fault is it? It's not anybody's fault. It's not Melody's fault.
Nah.
Look at the person at the front. He lied to you. He sold you something that was not real. He sold her something that was not realistic. He sold her a picture that looked so great, and she was like, "Wow, yes, this is nice." Then you then bought into it and realized that, wow, this is just fake.
I'm wondering how did she impress him so much? Like this person that we're saying, maybe this is not the image that she portrayed when she first met him because like you said, she always seems to look unkept, disheveled, looking up like she's looking for, up in the air in the sky, looking for a response. Just seems like, I don't know. I'm just wondering what was the connection because I watched a scene from the last reunion where he said that he had a connection with her. What was the
I think
connection?
for me, I think uh I'm literally speaking out of experience because my own dad went stepped out of my mom and got married to somebody else. Now, the only thing that made him step out was one reason alone, and he thought that stuff. He thought that, okay, I could get this thing from this person, and when he could not, it became problematic for him. Now, for Arion and Martell, I think he has always had this thing that he has always known that Melody has been the brain. And sometimes I feel some men find it very hard to understand that or get that, oh, this woman is like the brain in the marriage, the brain in the relationship, the one that brings out the idea, the one that has the future of being the one that makes more money than them. Now they always want to go to somebody that would be like, and they feel like, okay, this one might not be very submissive to me because she probably makes more money. She's very eloquent in speaking. People love her. People are more attached to her. Let me go to somebody that I can literally put my will on. Like if I say I want us to stay here, she would respect me. She would give me that respect that I thought that I could get from my wife. That I feel like he went to somebody lesser than him himself. That's just my own perspective. I feel like he saw Melody as a lady that was great. Even if when they were married, you will know that Melody has always had this high brain, like she was always business minded. She always wanted to do great when it comes to business. She wanted to be this millionaire. She was always there. And I felt like he looking at her and being like, okay, this lady, she has high ambition. Our brain levels are very different, so let me go to somebody that is lesser, that I can just like be like, if I tell something, she's gonna see me as her god.
Right, I understand. Yeah.
That's how I feel, and I'm speaking out of my own experience with my own dad.
Right. And then I do remember, I think it was Maurice had said that he's more aggressive when he's around her. Didn't he make that comment?
Mm-hmm.
That, yeah, he's much more aggressive. So maybe he can feel manly and dominant in their
Yeah.
relationship. Okay, I get it.
Well, she's an alpha female. You know what I'm saying?
Who,
And
Ariane?
no, no, no,
Okay.
no, not Ariana. She's an alpha female, and he has to feel like he has to be on top by being more aggressive. You
No,
know.
Maurice was saying that he acts more aggressive in front with the other lady.
Oh, with
Oh, they said someone in the
Ariana.
comments said Marsau said that. Okay, I thought it was Maurice. Oh, I'm sorry. That yeah, when he's around her, he's more aggressive when he's around Ariane, allegedly. I think that's what one of the guys said. One of the Scott brothers said that.
Oh, okay.
Michelle said it was Marceau who said that he's more aggressive.
Yeah, but
So that would, echo your sentiment, Uzo, when you said that, going from that relationship where you just said living for my girls, where Mel is alpha female, she's in,
hmm
take charge sort of a person, the brains of the operation. Maybe this lady made him feel important, made him feel like a man, made him feel like the dominant, the smart one. And so that's what he gets when he says, I got it, I made a connection with her. But at what point, when does that become old? When does it become annoying when you can't even have a conversation with anybody?
when you can't get somebody to boss up.
Right. Like, we've seen her on the lives. She's like almost childlike, It's like, and he's in his 40s. At which point are you just like, I can't do this anymore. I can't even hold a conversation with this person.
And I think that's why he's still hanging on to not going any further with her.
Okay.
I think that's why he's still hanging on. And I feel like if Mattel tomorrow there is a lady out there that decides to be blinded by every other thing and not see and hear what everybody says about Mattel, or watch the show and decides that I want to give Mattel the time of day, and she has the same qualities, the same business minded brain like Melody does have, comes to Mattel tomorrow and is serious with him, I'm sorry, he's gonna leave her so quick and run to that lady. Probably still gonna keep her as a side, but it's gonna leave her so quick.
Yeah, I wonder how she felt seeing this, but she said she doesn't watch the show. That's what she posted on her
No,
IG
that's a
live.
lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
And the
That's a
fact
very
that he showed up with the wedding band on to this meeting.
mhm. That's a very big lie, because I don't know, there was, there's this particular YouTuber that's been releasing some chat calls that she has been having with Arion. She released one like 3 days ago or so. And in that chat, when they were having that chat, nobody can tell me Arion watches this show like you and I, even more than you and I.
Uh,
Then Martell comes to tell her some cock and bull stories to make her, maybe if he has acted out on the show, then he comes and butter her off. She'll be like, okay, okay, okay. Imagine in the call, she was talking to this YouTuber. She was like, last season when they went to Destiny, when Melody brought Martell with the keys to Destiny for vacation, that the scouts intruded their vacation. Remember that particular um scene?
Yeah.
She said, according to her, that they were supposed to bring Knox to that vacation too. That the producers wanted. Marcel will go tell her one story, to make her feel nice. Because I'm sure she was not happy that Martell was invited by Melody after the divorce to go on a vacation with her. She said that the producers, according to what Martell has told her, wanted Knox to be there at that vacation home with Melody. And I said, in
What?
what day and time do you think Melody would have sat down and thought and had this discussion with the producer and said, yes, I wanted to bring Martell's baby from outside to a vacation with my own kids? It's not possible. I don't think
right.
Melody in her right mind would do that. So she's saying that. I was like, okay, Martell has gone to feed her a storyline, because I feel like she felt, watching the episode, she felt some sort of way that Martell was there, they were having fun. It was kind of fun until Martell spoiled the vacation, actually. They were having fun, living as a family and whatnot. She wanted that life. I've said she wants Melody's life. And she thought that if she hooks up with Martell, she can get Melody life. But she doesn't, I don't think she has learned it. You can't have someone's life. The person's life is the person's life. If you live in the house the person lives, eat the food the person eats, bathe the water the person bathes, you can't live the person's life. It's only the person that can live that life. You have your own life to live. And I don't think she has understood that lesson before. I don't think anybody has told her that you can't live anybody's life, only your own life alone. And I think she needs, and I think that because probably she stays with Martell, Martell is very good in telling lies. He goes and tells her something, she will feel like, oh, at the end of the day, I'm the number one girl in his life. That's a very big privilege for her. So she's good. We are all good. As far as we keep on remaining the number one girl in Martell's life. That's just it.
I'm sorry. I'm just over here shaking my head because I can't understand how would she would even want that. That's trash, man. He throws her in the trash every chance he gets. You know what I'm saying? So why would you keep wanting that type of attention? I'd rather have none. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. But to
Did you
each his
guys see
own.
him hop on her live yesterday?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she was on
Martell,
Instagram. Yes, very briefly.
was it there physically or joined online?
Say that again?
Was it there physically, or was it he just jumped from
Oh, no,
online?
his Instagram to her Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, it was very
Wow.
brief. It was very brief, and I've got to go rewatch it because someone has the clip and they're gonna send it to me. But I have to the piece that I saw, just went by so fast. But they told me that there may be a little bit more to it, so I have to wait and see it. But like
Did
not
you
too
say
long after.
anything?
Say that again.
Did they say it was it after the episode?
No, this was yesterday.
Or is it yesterday? I really don't know. I know she came on live, but really I decided not to just be whenever she comes on live, I just ignore
You have to
because
watch it
sometimes
because yesterday she was talking a lot. She was
really,
talking, yeah, she was talking a lot. And then after it was done, she said that she was getting ready to go. She's gonna go pop up over his house. She's gonna go to the house,
mm,
but yeah,
the only lady in Martell's life. That I say that title that she has fills her up. It makes her day, makes her happy. She doesn't care the hardship she has to go through. As far as she's the number one lady in Martell's life, she's good. She doesn't even see that he has fallen from grace. The Martell we knew is no longer the Martell that is now. That's just the truth. The Martell I once saw or held, in high standard in season one, it's not the same Martell now.
No, he's 1/10 of the man he used to be, but he still has a platform. You know what I'm saying? But he still has a platform. He can at least get his shit together enough while he's on this platform and do something for Martell. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the wine thing, yeah, it was a great start, but it didn't really go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you have any other ideas in your brain, Martell? Invent your own cologne. You like suits. Let's start doing suits. Let's start doing cufflinks and you know what I'm saying? Shoes and accessories to go with those suits. Like, do something. You're on a national wide platform. Damn. A lot of us don't
I
get
think
that opportunity.
I
You know
think
what I'm
he
saying?
he's used to that life where Melody mostly does more of the thinking, most of it,
Get his
pushing. Then
own
he sits back
cologne,
and
his
relax
own
and
aftershave.
enjoys the glory.
Shit, his own
I
bald
don't.
head shaving kit. Like, you, girl, there's so much stuff this boy could be doing. Like, what are you doing? I
Oh
don't
my
get it.
god!
I don't get it. But okay,
yeah.
if he want
I
to
will.
get himself out of finances and out of depression, take some of these ideas and run.
I would really love to see the live. Will you be posting it or talking about it on your channel show when
It's
you watch the live?
it's too long, but some other people have posted it. They've posted it, so you
Really?
can watch it over there. But we did post. She revealed what she got for Christmas, so we did post that. I won't say
From
it.
Mattel?
Well, we don't know if he gave it to her. We don't know, but she got a romantic looking gift allegedly. But you've got to go
Okay.
watch the video so you can see what it is. But no, it was the Instagram live was very long. It was like 50 minutes long, so it's too long to upload. But someone's gonna piece together a certain segment, and we're gonna try to do just a quick little, like a messy minute out of something that happened when he did come on the live. But I have to wait for that person to put it together. And then also some other timeline that they're going to do in regards to something else. But I just have to wait because there's a lot of people are watching this stuff and they just send you information. It's just like
Yeah.
so kind of people to do that.
That's cool.
But
But
yeah, he just showed up for just a brief second. But I don't
that's
even remember. I
nice.
have to go rewatch it myself. But they're going to put it together for me.
That's nice of him, showing her that he really cares.
By showing up on the live. Oh, you're being sarcastic.
Yeah. To her, the little things matters. No. To her, the little things that Mattel does is like gold
Well, somebody
to
asked
her.
where is her family. In the live, she mentioned that she had just come back from Atlanta. She was with her family, and I believe she even said her mother. I think she said my mother is there in Atlanta now. So I don't know if her mother's just visiting for the holidays, but it sounds like she did spend some time with them. But it just kind of makes you wonder, what is the conversations like with the family in regards to this situation that is playing out on
I guess,
TV and social media?
I guess they'll be tired. You know, is you like I trust myself. If I have such a person in my family, even if I've tried to talk to you, and you did not change, my God, I would leave you to do what like get eaten by the wolf. I don't care because I can only do so much. If you're not willing to change, what's the need?
And where
What's
did
the
she
need?
finish? Did she finish school at all? Did she
She
finish
didn't.
everything?
She dropped out from the
Oh, she
nursing
dropped
school.
out. Okay.
Yeah. But she was saying one time, one of her lives, that she was going back to school. I don't always believe whatever she says, but she said in one of her lives that she has done that she'll be going back to school. Well, we just have to wait and see whether she's going to be going back.
Yeah, because now she's saying that she moves in silence, that she's learned to stop, telling
Yeah,
everything that she's doing.
it's
She
good
needs
to move
to
in silence.
she needs to finish school. She can't just rely on him that he's going to be able to take care of her. I don't know if he's taking care of her or not. I'm just kind of wondering what is her financial situation now.
Even if she doesn't finish school, can't she find something like a handwork, something
Mhm.
to do? Well, I guess she's so much in love with Martell. Congrats to them. I wish them well in this coming 2024. Probably we might see wedding bells.
What?
Probably we might see wedding bells. Well, let's move on to this. Another couple that I felt like I was tired, but I was happy that finally we've come to end of the. Oh, I don't know what to do about our sex life. Oh, I don't know what to do about my body. I'm happy that we finally come to the
Wait a
end
minute.
of that
Did you
chapter.
say I don't know what I'm going to do about my body?
At least now, probably in season 7, we're not gonna get this topic again. We're gonna finally move on from this topic.
No, I have
But
to be honest. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I have to be honest. I
yeah,
fast forwarded the scene. You just said that they've come to a conclusion. So is she cured now? Is her libido fixed? Is that what happened? Oh, it's fixed? Oh, she announced it was fixed?
I don't know.
So
I
you
don't
didn't watch
know.
the scene yourself? You didn't watch it?
I did watch it, but she didn't say I'm cured. The only thing she said was, "Oh, I did a sexy photo section." I was like, "Okay, okay." When I even saw the picture, was that really? It was just giving. I just wore a swimsuit and I took a picture. That was it. It wasn't really. It wasn't
Somebody
really
said
giving
they
me.
muted the scene.
I muted the TV when the scene came on. Oh my. Oh God. The picture wasn't giving me okay. I'm looking at this picture and I'm like, woo! I'm getting hot right here. So even I was imagining like I wasn't getting hot. How was Maurice getting hot? Like was like,
Wait,
oh, you're looking.
picture
It
didn't want
looks very
oh, wait a
sexy. I'm
minute.
like, stop lying.
The picture didn't want to make you go run to the gym and not eat for 10, 11 days. The picture didn't do that.
Oh my God. No. I was like, stop lying, Maurice. The picture wasn't giving anything. It wasn't. Let's just be realistic. It wasn't. When she was like, I went to do a photo section. I was like, okay, okay. I was even saying, is it okay for them to show us this picture? That was what I was thinking. I did think that it was still gonna be okay. When the camera was going, I was like, no, no, no. Why would they want to show us this kind of picture? It is not great for TV. And I saw the picture, I was like, okay, wow. This is something I can do by myself. It it's just a swimsuit. And I just put the posture was not even that enticing. Like I don't know. Whoever took that picture really hates Kimmy.
Oh,
His wife took the picture doesn't really want her to mend the relationship with Maurice. Because if I was a photographer, I could easily give her better postures that would make him see it and be like, "Woo, wow." I'm like, he would get hot right there. Just looking at the pictures, he's hot. Those pictures cannot make anybody hot, even a child. I'm
oh.
serious. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but that's the truth. That's just my honest opinion. That's how I felt. Because when she was talking about it, I was disappointed. I did think it was going to be a very exotic, erotic, like kind of picture that they would not even be able to show us the viewers, that it was only going to be for Maurice's eyes only. And I feel like with all this journey you've been telling us, you've been talking about, oh, I've been going through this journey of not being able to go through my libido or whatever nonsense that we are tired of. I expected when you decided that you were going to take a picture that will make your husband interested in you, it could have been a very, very interesting picture. That picture was giving a normal picture I could hang in my sitting room and everybody could walk in and see. That was what the picture was giving.
Yeah, and
Or
I'm
it was
so
giving
sick of
like
this.
a birthday photo shoot.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
everybody's sick of them and sick of their story, but I guess they finally had to tie it up. But did you see she did an interview with Marie from Bell Collective?
Oh, I sure they've been doing crossover. I did not watch
Crossover,
that.
yeah, yeah. I just saw a little clip where she was saying that the fans say that they, you know, that she does mention how the fans said that they don't care for the Scots. She does go there and she talks about how people don't realize that it takes all of them to make this show happen, and that, people saying that they don't want drama. So then when you give them a real story, they don't want the story because they say that is boring. But then if something dramatic happens, they like that, but then they say they don't want drama. So I guess what she's trying to infer is that the libido story was a real story and people weren't
Hmm.
interested. No, we're not interested
That
at
No,
was
and that's the
stretched
all.
out
same
for how
thing
many
week after
seasons?
week. Yeah, not the
Week
same
after
thing
week
week
after
after week.
week.
Yeah.
And there was never the worst thing that anybody can hate is for you to have a problem that there's no solution.
And for you to
And
keep
you've
talking
tried
about it.
every single thing and everything doesn't work. That means keep it to yourself if you don't have a solution to your problem. I really don't want to be watching a show where you don't have a solution to your problems. What if I have that kind of problem tomorrow and I'm looking at you like, wow, so there's no solution to that problem? How is that giving me advice? How is that being positive to me?
Hmm.
Really? Like they forget that as much as I know that yes, the fans sometimes we could be very demanding, but this thing is about some people take lessons from this. Some people become better persons from watching shows. Some people's life take a better, you know, shape because they watch reality TV shows. They watch other people. Some people also get negative, go into a negative lifestyle from also watching these people. So if I'm watching you and I'm like, okay, yeah, you're having libido issues and you've been having it for how many years? No solution. I will start thinking, wow, is there really no solution for this kind of problem? None at all. You've tried every single thing on this show and it didn't work for you. You still have that issue. And we kept on saying this every single week, every single week, every single week. They always came on my screen. We always had that topic, and it was exhausting. So let her not come and say the fans are this. Like no, you had other issues in your life. Tell us about it. Probably if you had found a solution to your problem, then you can come and tell us, okay, fine, yes, I did find a solution. Even the solution she found was not even when it was not. It didn't do it for me. I don't even think that was a solution. I just feel like, looking at Maurice's face, he was not really enticed. It was just like, okay, the cameras are here. Let's just play house. That's how I did feel. No offense to Kimmy.
Yeah, no offense to either one of them, but I've been bored as hell watching them. I'd rather paint my whole entire crib to sit there and listen to them. It's just a narcissist and its victim. And she's okay, daddy. Okay, daddy. Even though she wasn't really saying that, I'm just emphasizing it here.
Look at what she even wore for a
Yeah,
sexy night. Is it like, is there
yeah.
anything sexy about this dress?
No,
There's nothing sexy about this dress.
no, no. I didn't like the dress. I didn't like the scene. I didn't like the conversation. I I was just bored. I was really honestly bored, and I was upset because I didn't have nothing to dust in the room that I was in at the time,
Gosh.
and I was kind of forced to watch this crap again. So, yeah, it was just boring.
It's so boring. And who is responsible for I know they don't have writers, but I believe someone says that each couple has a producer or whatever. Who thought that this was going to go over well with the audience? They thought that, ooh, because mostly women watch the show. Oh, the women want to hear the story about her losing her libido. Who goes around talking about libido? Who says that word? My libido is low. Who says that word?
I don't know. Did she try KY?
OMG.
Like, do something. You know what I'm saying? And keep it on the down low. Keep it pushing. Show us something else. You know, they,
Exactly.
they don't have anything else.
They have nothing else. I guess they stopped talking about Kiowa. So now let's shift gears to this stuff.
The only thing that made me say thank you, Jesus, for this episode, for this thing happening, as much as I literally found it very uninteresting, was that at least there is hope for season 7. I don't have to hear this topic of libido again. Since they decided to wrap it up, there is hope that if I'm going into season 7, I'm not going to be hearing this topic. Because if I do hear it, I'll be so pissed off. Because for me, they wrapped it up here. The
That's what I
sexy
was thinking
pictures,
too.
the sexy nights, the everything thing they did, the flowers, everything,
The
let it end
hotel
here.
room, everything, the
For in my
chocolate, the
mind,
strawberries, the drinks. Yeah,
in my mind,
they put a
she
big
has
bow
gotten
on
her
it.
solution.
Yeah, they put a big bow on it. Merry Christmas. So we
Oh my
shouldn't we
god.
shouldn't be hearing about this when they come back.
Um,
But if we do, Carlos, you will be hearing from us. We're gonna do a whole segment about you, Carlos.
oh, in my mind, this topic is ended. Like, glory be to God. Like, thank you, Jesus. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas to me. That I don't have to endure this again. This was the best news that could happen to me on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't have the hopes of hearing this topic again. Like, like, thank you. You finally did it. Glory be to God. You guys have done it finally. We could rest. I don't care about the both of you's bedroom manner or whatever. I don't. The thing is that they made it unattractive for people. It could have been a
Mhm.
great topic, but they
Right.
made it unattractive.
How come they weren't at home?
I think they were in the hotel.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you guys have a whole house. Yeah, I'm
No, she
just
wanted
saying.
to spice it up. No, she said she wanted to spice. She has finally found her. But also she wants to do a spicing up thing. Like even the one, oh my god, even the welcoming was not even. Oh my god, he came in and she was like, it was so like
Wait a minute, hold
actors
on,
that
hold
are
on.
acting for the first time and they are shocked at seeing each other. Like, oh, I was like, what is going on? Isn't he your husband? Hug him at least. Kiss him. Let us know. Like your libido is soft. Like they were just like so stiff. I was like, oh my god.
They're tired of each other.
I was like, oh my god, what's going on here? Like, and when he was like, oh, you can go now, the cameraman, you can go now. I was like, please don't deceive us. Nothing's gonna happen in that room.
No, you
Oh
know
Maurice
what
didn't
shot?
find it
gosh.
attractive.
You know what shot I
You
didn't
second.
appreciate?
Gotten into you.
Maurice didn't find her attractive. Didn't find the picture attractive. It wasn't. Like that's that like oh, I'm trying to be kind to Kimmy. I'm trying. I'm trying.
You know, one
But
shot
she
I
didn't.
didn't appreciate is when she was going in the bathroom and it seemed like that slip dress went up and she didn't have no panties on. And you can kind of like see like a piece of
Yeah.
a butt shot. And I'm like, what the hell? You know, like, no.
Like how? Like, look at this dress alone. How would you say like you were going with your husband after finding your libido after how many years? You're going to your husband to surprise him that yes, I've finally gotten what we have been looking for, and you're fully dressed. Like the I know it's a lace, but like seeing people do better when you're having a romantic time with your husband. You're supposed to be like out there. Like she didn't give. Like I said, I wasn't even expecting her to show us the picture. I was expecting something very explosive that his mouth would have dropped down on the floor. But we saw the picture. Immediately they were showing us the picture. I already knew in my mind, like, okay, this picture cannot be bad. Because if it was a very bad picture, like I imagined, when I heard the kind of picture she took, I already imagined. I was even upset with myself for imagining that the picture was going to be very, something out of this world. Because when I saw it, I was disappointed.
Wow, it wasn't sultry enough for you, huh?
It wasn't. Like, anyways, I'm happy. I'm happy that it's gone. We are over this topic. I think the only time we hear about it is the reunion. But before we go ahead and talk about the clips of the reunion, let's finally talk about the last couple for today's episode.
Yay!
The problematic Marsau and Latisha with their lies. How would you be building a home for how? Like Latisha I know Latisha be believing her own lies sometimes. The way she stood there with a firm face, like telling him, you know, um, we have to build this house before. I'm like, why are you playing for the cameras? Why are you playing for the cameras? You guys hardly finish whatever you start. So why would your house building be any different? Why will it be so easy for him to finish up what he started?
What do you mean?
And especially when they talked about the can you like I want to ask shop and living for my girls. Why did you think that Tisha did not answer when he said, "Do you think she's cheat? Are you cheating on me?"
I feel that she's giving the same reply and answer he always gives. You know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know what I'm saying? Two can play that game, and don't get mad when I play it better than you because I wrote the book. You know what I'm saying? This is my
Is that what
story.
you
I
felt to
hold the
show?
pen. No, it's basically like this is my story, but I'll hold the pen. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm?
I felt that she gave him what he gives her. She's meeting his energy. He doesn't like it. No, I think she's finally had enough.
I think she was just trying to give a cliffhanger. I don't believe, yeah, those two. I don't believe it. I don't believe she did anything. I think she's just acting because
Well,
her
no, I
face.
don't think she slept with anybody,
Mm-hmm.
but I just feel like she's not going to answer that question because she's answered it so many times, and he just keeps pondering over it and kicking it up under the rug and pulling it back out and spreading the dirt and it gives him something to hold on to, so he's
But
going
to
to keep bringing it up.
but to me, he didn't even look serious in this scene. He just had. I think it was a fake scene. I think it always is. Like sometimes I don't think she's in on the joke, and he is. Like when they were at the house, and she started with that pregnancy test. That was so ridiculous. And then with this, the way I don't think it was real. I just think it was they're just trying to keep themselves relevant. The look on
Exactly.
her face. Anyway, it's just what? Why didn't we get her retail launch? We didn't even get that. The pasture party, the retail launch, and then next thing you know,
Mhm.
the season is
It's
over.
true. A lot of things were cut off.
Yeah, do you think that Kiki caused all of this? That they just had to
I
just
don't think Kiki. I don't think Kiki is that great or too big of a person that will make them cut. I think there are other underlining issues.
oh, someone in the comments
You
made a good point. I'm sorry, go
you
ahead.
know, I think I think there were other things going on because then that was the time that people were kind of saying that the products were kick and what's her name, Stormi's products, all those kind of things.
Okay,
I feel
okay.
like the producers have looked at it that if we might show this, it might put more suspicion out there than even clearing up the ones that are already there. So I feel
Right.
like they did a lot of cutting up a lot of things so as um not to make people see the real truth, because I feel like they might show us and we might be able to understand what's really going on between all these things. That's what I feel, because they are not honest with themselves. They are not honest with anything. That's what even makes me even more annoyed with them.
And then do you see how Tisha's the trailer for the reunion? Boy, she's ready to pop off.
Ooh, she
Yeah.
was popping off. She was popping off. But one thing, I clap for Kiki. I'm a fan of Kiki. I root for her any day, anytime. And I loved what she replied back to Tisha. Tisha has this thing that she knows how to dish energy, but when it's given back to her, she kinds of plays the victim and be like, "Oh, they're trying to ruin my marriage. Oh, they don't like me and Marsau being married." If it was her that somebody said that thing to, saying that, "Oh, we know Marsau has cheated on you. We know you have cheated on Marsau," she would have played a very, very big and long victim card on that person and tried to bring allegations of you allegedly trying to ruin her marriage.
Well, where is Kiki, by the way? She was doing so many interviews and she was on Instagram constantly, and now she's like on mute. Are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I think she must have gone out.
Oh,
Well, anyway, so it was I, I don't know as far as the season goes on a scale from 0 to 10 how I would rate it. I think the first half it ended better with having that Black Expo. That was actually a finale, but
hmm.
this was just like a hodgepodge of stuff. Let's just place this here. Let's just place it. There was nothing group wise to end the season. I think that's what the pastor party. had intended to do. But I've been looking at some of the comments. It looks like some people feel as though that's going to open up for the next season. I don't know. That may be kind of odd because that was filmed back in July.
Mm.
So I don't know how that's going to work out. Are you back, Uzo?
Yeah, my
Oh,
network just cut off.
yeah, okay. Yeah, I was just summarizing. Yeah, I was just
Well,
saying that
I
as far as the season goes, there was no finale to wrap things up. The pasture party, I think, would have done
uh,
that. But I'm happy that it, I mean, that was a
exactly.
long, yeah, that was, quite a long season for it to end the way that it did. It was disappointing to me. And then the last scene we saw was Marsau and Tisha, right?
Yeah.
So that's what
Yeah,
made me think that that was like a cliffhanger for her to say, "I can't answer that." Like dun dun dun. So
Yeah.
that's how we're gonna end it.
yeah. Probably we'll get to know more, but it seems like the reunion is gonna be explosive. It seems like gonna be and the way Kiki Tisha was literally going on Stormy. That friendship is gone and dead for sure.
Whoa, I'm
Hmm.
surprised.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised because I can remember after last season's reunion, they were all hanging out. Her, Destiny, Stormy, Tisha. Then they were making fun of Melody that Melody doesn't loses friends a lot the way she makes them. I would have bet that this friendship would not have broken. Like, wow, look at how the thing would like crumbled. I can't wait for next week to literally see how this reunion is gonna go. But
Yeah.
anyway,
As far as the episodes, I would give them, six.
You're
Six.
breaking up. Did you say a 6?
Yeah, about a
Okay.
six.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the reunion, I can't wait. I see that it's going to be three different parts. I just hope it isn't a whole bunch of junk thrown into the main stuff. Let's get right to it.
exactly. Carlos knows how to make it excessively long and just be giving us chips just because he wants to make it 3 episode. So I just hope they just go straight to the point, start giving us the details. Let us get it as it is. That's just what I'm waiting for. But
Right.
anyway, guys, thank you for joining us today. Like this is the last chat for the year 2023, right? This is the last of
Right.
the year 2023. Happy New Year to you guys in advance, and the viewers, Happy New Year to you guys in advance. Like right now, where I am in Nigeria, we have like this is like 10 p.m. here,
Oh wow.
so it's three. Yes, it's 3 hours to New Year's
Oh wow.
here.
Are you
Well,
going
happy.
out? Are you guys doing anything?
Yeah, we have a tradition here in Nigeria. That's why I had to shift the life.
Oh, what's the tradition? Real quick. I'm sorry. What's the tradition?
Oh, you have to go to church.
Okay, then we do that
Everybody's
here
in
too.
church. Yeah, this one, everybody's in church. Then by 12 a.m., after everybody shouts, then fireworks, then you go back home and have fun. Then we have carnivals that happen all through the night.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Depends on which one you want to go to. So I knew that if we were to do it at that time, you will lead like music will just be entering into the live because the speakers will be so loud and you would like and YouTube would not allow those music playing on the background.
Yeah.
So I
Okay, well,
have to
thank you for
get ready
sharing.
now.
Okay, well, have a blast and be safe.
Yeah, and happy New
And you too.
Year's.
Happy New Year's. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Thanks, you
Bye.
guys,